Last week, I said that it was going to be our biggest WNBA slate of all time. And guess what we did? We cashed. Guess what we're going to do again? Cash again. Come on in. We're winning. We're learning how to bet WNBA. This is Money Pot. Let's go. Yeah, your boy is cooking. Your boy is cooking. Your boy is cooking. Winning week after winning week after winning week. This is How Do You Learn How to Bet WNBA Series. I am Moss Money, the host of the Money Pot Betting Show, CEO, president of the Money Pot Podcast Network. So, that being said, we've been killing it with WNBA. What can I say? I am learning. I am showing what I'm doing. Full transparency on all my bets, all free, all games. So if you want to win some WNBA bets, if you like what you hear and learning WNBA bets, please go ahead, hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the follow, all that good stuff to get more free WNBA betting action. 3 games on the slate today. I'm a little bit behind the clock. I would like this to get out a little bit earlier, so I apologize for those who have been waiting. But let's not keep them waiting any longer. Let's do a quick recap as we usually do, see where we are in the bets, and then from last week, and then roll around this week. So we had 5 bets this week. I'm sorry, 5 bets last week. We do have 5 bets this week, though, with a nice little parlay at the end. So wait for that. We had three bets cashed. No, yeah, 3 bets cash, 2 lost. We had Juanquel, John Quell or Juanquel, Juanquel Jones. I got to get these names down. Somebody called me out on that too. Like, man, your pronunciation on these names. Well, I'm learning the game, bro. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But Jones from Liberty had over 10 and a half rebounds, that cash for us. Aces winning against the Storm outright, cash for us. We didn't win on our team total in the Aces. A little bit better defense than I thought, but still in all. And then Chelsea Green over 2 threes, that cash. And actually, so hold on, we cashed 4. My numbers off? Yeah, okay, I see why. We didn't warm up more because the team total on the Aces was our big bet. We had a full unit on that, what everything else. So we actually went 4-1 last week. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about, doggy, with the Euro step. Chelsea Green over 2.5 threes. That cashed, and then our parlay with Sabrina and Chelsea Green again over their 3 pointers, that cashed. So yes, last week we were up on both days. We hit over well over a unit, so which brings our grand total up to over 7 units on a year. We are on our way to making $1,000 so far in WNBA action, man. I wish I had DJ Clue, right? Drop a bomb. Drop a bomb on them. We're killing it right now, man. Doing it all off the jump. If you don't believe me, go check the record. Go check the other videos. They all up. Let's go. It's all cash. They call me Moss Money for a reason, doggy. And let's get right into it. Let's bring up our handy dandy sports book. We've been killing it with DraftKings. Now, last week, DraftKings bit us in the butt a little bit because the numbers shifted while we were live on doing the bets. But still, in all, we're here with it. So let me fix my view because I kind of like this view a little bit better. Let's zoom in just a tad so you guys can see the bets as well. Open this joint up, doggy. Let's go. Let's go. What's that look like? That look good? Just one more. One more. One more. Because I got glasses on. I can't even see it. All right. I think that's good. I think that should be solid. Yeah, that's solid. That's solid. All right. First game, 3 o'clock. We got the Aces and the Golden State Valkyries. So with this game, Golden State is not good at all. Obviously, Aces is one of the best teams in the league. The interesting thing about this game that I was looking at was I was really looking at Asia Wilson, and you guys have known my strategy from day one. If you've been following me from day one, I'm sticking with the stars. I'm sticking with the players I know until I know the players I don't know. But that's been paying as well. And I think there's a big jump. What I'm seeing right now, there's a big discrepancy. There's your stars and your players, some role players, and then everybody else. And that's why we're sticking to this strategy because one, we're cashing and it's working. But that's what I'm seeing. Right? There's a big difference in skill level in all these. And obviously, Aisha Wilson's a former MVP, but still, in all, really, there's nobody who can really stop her on the Valkyrie. There's really nobody who can stop her in the league, to be honest. But she's been known to kind of like, she's the focal point of their offense, and she's the focal point of the who to stop. So you got to pick and choose your bets. And I've been kind of really selective in when I bet on Asia Wilson. And I think today is the day that we bet on Asia Wilson, right? Um, four of the last six uh, double-digit rebounds. She's hit this number three out of the last six. So not the best number that we want. We would like that more to be like 4 out of 6 or even 3 out of 3 or 3 out of 4, coming with the last three. But we're going to Asia Wilson's rebounds. And we're going to do over 10.5. God, they got me again. I got to bring up the other one, man. They're killing me. I can't. We gotta put these bets in early. So let's do FanDuel. FanDuel's been a little bit step behind. So let's hope FanDuel has not done us dirty. Let me stop sharing that one. Let me bring up FanDuel. So it said 11.5. I like it at 10.5. I don't like it at 11.5. She's only hit 11. She's only on 12 rebounds twice this year. So, and one was she exploded for like 6 rebounds. I'm sorry, not Sarah. Was it 16 rebounds or something like that? So, it's not. It's that's not a good bet. I don't think at 11.5. At 11.5, that's a little too tight for me. So let's see what she has on FanDuel because FanDuel has been a little bit slow. It jumped up. Jumped up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is where you got to stay disciplined, right? This is where you got to just stay disciplined and stick to your number. It's a good teaching moment. I like it at 10.5. I don't like it at 11.5. So we're going to do a no bet on that one for Asia Wilson over 10.5. I thought that was a really good bet. So what happens when you wait on the lines? And you don't put your bet in early. I should have bet it already earlier. I don't like it. So all right, no bet on that bet so far. Damn, that sucks. All right, it's all good. All right, so let's keep it moving. All right, let's go to the Fever in Chicago Sky. Obviously, this was the big game earlier in the year with all the craziness with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin Clark has been out with a quad injury. But the Fever have been scoring points still, regardless, with her being out. I think they've been averaging almost 85, 86 points per game the last 3 games since she's been out. She should be coming back next week. Um, but I think there's some revenge factor in this game, I believe, especially with Angel Reese. Even though she had a big game last game, she had 12 and 17 in 24 minutes. So hopefully we're good here. I'm going to stick to what we know Angel Reese does well, and that's rebounds. Oh, man. Had it 11.5. Let's go to FanDuel. Wow, all these numbers are kicking up on me. Unbelievable. They must know. They must know. This is crazy how this is happening. This is second bet in a row. It's 12.5 on. Oh my God. 2 bets. 2 rebound bets. This is crazy. All right. I don't like it. I like the plus money, but 1 rebound is big in basketball, right? 1 rebound is big. That hook is huge. Now we're talking about a whole 1.5 more because it was 11. Yeah, it was kind of like 11 and a half. No, it's one more. It's 11 and a half when I looked at it. Now it's 12 and a half. Sheesh. All right. Not the day that I was planning on starting with. All right, we're gonna go combo bet. Hopefully this hasn't changed. Courtney Vandersloot. Now, Courtney Vandersloot has been quietly putting up decent numbers. Not so much a double double, but more like 12 and 7, 12 and 13. She's hit this number for her combos with assists and points in the last 3 out of 3. So at least this number hasn't changed. I like this number at 18. Um, at least we can get one bet in. Jesus Christ. I gotta minus that so we can see it. All right. No, it won't let me do it, huh? Pull it back a little bit more. All right. Courtney Vandersloot points and assists. Just to go, like I said, she's hit this the last 3 out of 3 times. So let me just bring up her number so you guys can know what that is. I know she's had it last 3 because I was doing my research. Um, 15 and 7, 13 and 9, 15 and 11, and then even 14 and 3 against the Liberty. All like kind of lower minutes against the Liberty, but she's playing almost 33 minutes per game. So she's going to have the ball in her hand and she's going to have opportunity to score here, I think. Against the Fever, she only had 4 and 5 last game, but she only played 28 minutes. So I think that with the run that the Sky has been on right now, they've won the last 2 games. I think they're feeling themselves. I think this is a big revenge game. I think you're going to see them amped up and ready to go to beat the Fever, regardless of Caitlin Clark is playing or not. So for my first bet of the day, let me get Courtney Vandersloot points and assist combo bet, half a unit bet. It's keeping it light like we always do. Um, over 18. Man, that's so crazy with my other 2 bets. I'm really upset about that. They were really good bets, especially that Angel Wilson bet. I love that at 10 and a half. Man. All right, we're gonna stay in this game. Now, kind of hyping up Chicago Sky, right? Won the last 2, and they're coming home. They're in a really good spot here to to get the win, a revenge game as well. But even though Caitlin Clark had a triple double in that game and all the stuff, they beat them by damn near 40, right? And even though the Fever are not as good with Caitlin Clark out, they're still one of the better teams in the league right now. And Chicago just got its first, was it third win, second two, their first 2 wins back to back. Every other game they've lost, and they've lost by a substantial amount. And I don't think that's going to change today. I think the Fever's playing good team ball, and I expect that to continue. So give me the Indiana Fever to win the game. Well, not to win the game, with the points. I don't mind the money line if you like it juiced up that much. I think that's a lot, especially for what we're betting, because you bet $50, you only risking to win 20 something. I don't like betting this much, right, with the minus 115 with the juice, but I think the Fever win this game outright. I really do, and I think I wouldn't surprise me if they win it by double digits. Chicago Sky is not a good team. The Fever are a good team with or without Caitlin Clark. So, and they're second in pace, I believe. And while the Chicago's 11, and they've been scoring more than 80 points per game. So, yeah, give me the Fever. Let me zoom this in just a little bit more so you guys can see that. Oh, wrong way. Uh, yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, give me the Fever to win the game. There we go. It's all small for some reason. I don't know why it does that. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Just open it up a little bit. Open a little bit. You know what I mean? There you go. 50 to win 93-47. All right. And this is just pure. The spot is for Chicago, to be honest. But the fact that they're still dogs at home, winning two, so the spot is for them. I mean, it's a pick, right? It's a basket, pretty much. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Fever win by more than three. Let me see. What is? Can we do an alternate? Like if they win by five? Let's see. You can only do it by this. Yeah, yeah, I don't like it. I would like the under here too. I'm not sure if they score 81 points. That would take a lot. All right, next game. On our last game on the slate, 10 o'clock game. So if you guys are out for the late out, Seattle Storm and the Phoenix Mercury. This is a spot game here for me. I do really like Seattle. I've been watching Seattle a lot. I like Emeka. I like Izzy. The two, kind of twin towers inside there for them. But Satua Sabala, man, she's been killing it. Putting together a slight small case for MVP so far, holding up the Mercury. I think they're 6-3 right now. And every time I think they're gonna lose, they win and they compete. So best record at home, right? Is the Phoenix Mercury. Let me double check that, but I'm almost positive. They have the best record at home in the league. I think they're 5-1 at home. And they're dogs by 6 with no injuries. Let me see. Well, I guess if you're undefeated, you're better record, right? Liberty and Lynx are 4-0. But they're 5-1 at home. And I think their only loss was to like the Liberty by 3. So you're going to tell me Seattle, who's been reeling a little bit the last couple games, is going to come in to Phoenix and beat them in the home? I don't think so, man. I really like the dog here. I like the dog plus the points. I don't mind the money line here, but give me the dog. Give me the Phoenix Mercury plus the 6. Keep this game close, and to possibly win outright in this game. I don't think Seattle is going to beat the Phoenix Mercury by 6 points at home. So I really like this bet. I haven't had a lot of dog bets, but I think this is a good spot right here for the Phoenix Mercury to continue to put their name as one of the better teams in the league. That's not named the Aces or the Liberty. So give me Phoenix or even Minnesota and Lynx. Give me Phoenix plus the 6. Really like this bet. We'll keep this still at half a unit bet. All right. Now for our parlay, for my parlay party people. All right. This was the first parlay we did for WNBA, believe it or not. And we cashed. And I think we've hit every parlay that we've done. Knock on wood a little bit. Hopefully we get another one. And I think Asia Wilson shows up in this game. And I think that it makes sense where her rebounds were at 10.5. And look at the number for her to get a double-double. So let me get Asia Wilson to get a double-double. And then we're going to go right to somebody who gets a double-double all the time. We're going to go to Angel Reese to get a double-double. And this bet hit for us last time as our first bet in the WNBA. So I'm going right back to the well. I think the spots make a lot of sense. We're at plus 119. And I really like the bet. I think the bet seems solid. I think the bet seems right. The numbers look good too. So, Angel Reese hasn't had a double-double in 2 games. But again, like I said, she had 12 and 17 in 24 minutes against the Fever. The Fever have a problem with scoring bigs. Even though Angel Reese isn't scoring big, but they just have a problem with scoring bigs. I've noticed that about them. That's something to kind of keep in the back pocket. And then with Asia Wilson, you know, obviously we know what she does. She does work. She's had a double double in three out of the last five. Yeah, 3 out of the last 5 games. So I'm sorry, 4 out of the last 6 games, and even better. So I really like this number. I think we're getting plus money. We're gonna add a little bit to it since we didn't have our other bet, so we got some extra money. Let's go a full unit on this bet. $100 to win 219. Lock that in. Absolutely love that bet as well. I think that's a good bet, good parlay. If you want to go more, go a little bit more. If you want to put them all together and parlay everything I did today, you can do that as well. Up to you. But sticking with our guns, sticking with what we do, and continue to cash. Continue to cash. That's what we're doing. Continue to cash. WNBA bets. I can't believe that we're cashing WNBA bets at this rate. It's just silly. Probably not sustainable, but it's a fun fucking ride while we're on it. This is Moss Money. This is Money Pot. Good luck.